Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you clicking on that video as always. We are back with another weekly wears video, and we're starting to get into some warm weather here in Massachusetts, so I'm excited about that. I can start gravitating towards some of my warm weather fragrances, maybe some of the ones that don't actually work great in the cooler days and sort of open up, so to speak. When it gets really hot, they sort of shine, and that's what they're best for. So without further ado, let's get into the list. Today I went with a fragrance that I really consider one of my favorite warm weather, hot weather fragrances, would be more accurate. 95 degrees plus. Scent I'm talking about, John Varvatos' Artisan Pure. This one here is a citrus aromatic. I get a ton of neroli, mandarin orange. It's very citrusy. It smells like a luxurious soap. Rodrigo Flores Rue, if you guys don't know who he is, he's the perfumer on this, and he actually has done many of some of my favorite fragrances from the house of John Varvatos. Just incredible stuff here. I get fantastic longevity. What I've noticed is that when I first bought this bottle, the longevity wasn't great on it. I was getting maybe 4 or 5 hours from it. As I started using more of it, I think it's macerated a bit, and now I'm getting 6+. But I did do a short that some of you guys probably watched, but this is one of those scents that I'll put in a decant and bring along with me because, again, I'm wearing it on a super hot day typically. And I also wear this one to bed sometimes. I think it's one of those great out of the shower scents. In the top, you get a ton of citrus from the clementine, the mandarin orange, the bergamot. There's iris in this, woody notes. I absolutely love this one, guys. Perfect hot weather scent. One of my favorites. And I actually didn't like this one when I first got it, which is odd. Not that I didn't like it. It was so different to me when I sort of first started exploring fragrance and trying different things. And I tell you, this is, it doesn't get much better than this, in my opinion, for really hot days. Smelling great. John Varvatos, Artisan Pure. So on Monday, I actually did a layer, which I don't normally do. I don't do a lot of layering, but on Monday, I went with Starwalker from Mont Blanc and St. Kitts from Tommy Bahama. And I love these. Starwalker is really calming to me, as you can tell. I use a lot of it, so I will wear this to bed quite often, and I absolutely love this stuff. Bamboo, and to me, that's mainly what I get is that bamboo up top, and then this gets really woody and just super calming. This sandalwood in this creamy, beautiful scent. Absolutely love it. Bit metallic. Layered with St. Kitts, which they are reminiscent of one another, although I don't think they smell exactly alike. But this has starfruit in it. There's mandarin orange and lime up top, which is a unique note. But this one, terrible atomizer. But this one adds some sweetness that is lacking in the Starwalker. And there's driftwood, ambergris, musk in the base of this. So this dries down a little differently. It's not as woody as the Starwalker, but combined, these are beautiful together. Neither is known for performance. I don't get great performance from it, but they're both really warm weather scents. And again, each of these are those types of scents that I would maybe put in a decant if I'm going out for the day, or they just work great if I'm just going somewhere for a few hours and just want to smell good. Really easy grab in the hot weather. Absolutely love these two. St. Kitts from Tommy Bahama and Starwalker from Mont Blanc. Give that layer a try, guys. Let me know what you think. On Tuesday, I just was feeling this one. This is one of those scents that when I wear it, I just keep smelling it, and it's super addictive, and I absolutely love it. And one that I'm gonna wear year round. Doesn't matter if it's cool weather, warm weather, I'm gonna find a way to wear this one. Absolutely love it. Scent I'm talking about, Yves Saint Laurent's La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique. Now I know this scent is discontinued now, and it was not necessarily discontinued. My understanding of it is that it was just sort of a limited edition type fragrance. Warm and spicy, that cardamom is right there in your face up front. Beautiful, sweet. This adds a ginger note, which makes it a bit more fresh, in my opinion, than the OG La Nuit de l'Homme. But it's not, I wouldn't say it's that different from the OG La Nuit de l'Homme. Can you still wear the OG La Nuit de l'Homme today? Absolutely. You don't need Bleu Electrique. I owned La Nuit de l'Homme, the original, and I ended up trading it for something. But I do plan on picking up a bottle of that in the near future. But I will say my time with that and my time with this, I do get better performance from this, just slightly, not that it's not beast mode or anything like that, but I probably get a good 2 additional hours of longevity, and the projection's a little better. And that's probably due to in part to that ginger note up top. It sort of grabs your attention a bit more. This is by no means a blue fragrance, in my opinion, but that ginger note sort of steers it a bit in that direction. So it's, I guess, a bit more mass appealing in that sense. Not that the OG isn't, but it's definitely more of a date night sort of, that's how I envision, date night, special someone, special occasion type fragrance, where this is more, I can see this being worn during the day in more situations. So it is more versatile in that sense. Love this one. La Nuit de l'Homme, Bleu Electrique. So on Wednesday, I actually don't have the bottle. I was out and about that day and I didn't have a fragrance on. I hadn't chosen a fragrance yet. It was early and I stopped in a Marshall's just to sort of see what they had. And there was an open box of Joop Homme, and I haven't really smelled that fragrance for a very long time. That was my signature scent in like junior high. So my mom bought me a bottle, my first bottle of Joop Homme, and I had it, and I loved it. I have a lot of scent memory tied to that scent. So when I tried it, I was totally disappointed. It was something different, in my opinion. It had that memory sort of sparking thing to it for me. So there was something in it that I was smelling that was familiar. Probably that cinnamon note, that sandalwood, the same thing I smell in Mont Blanc's Individual, which reminds me a bit of Joop Homme. That element of Joop Homme I was getting, and it was reminding me of it. What I didn't remember about the scent was how floral it was, how synthetic it was, and how headache-inducing it was. That's why I think the formulation is different than what I had back in junior high, because it gave me a headache, and not a lot of fragrance does that for me. I know that some fragrance to people can be headache-inducing, and this was for me, and this is not something that typically happens to me. So that, needless to say, is not a scent that I'd ever wear, at least in its current formulation. I would be interested now in trying a vintage bottle. Yeah, way more floral than I remember, and just not something I would wear. Total thumbs down for me. Again, in its current formulation, I was super disappointed. Joop Homme on Wednesday. So on Thursday, I went with a scent that, again, one that I did not initially like when I first tried it, and ended up getting a bottle, wore it more, and ended up loving it. Scent I'm talking about, Terre d'Hermès Eau Intense Vetiver. It was a bit rainy on Thursday, so I always like to reach for a vetiver dominant scent when it's raining. I don't know why. It just sort of seems appropriate to have a vetiver earthy type scent when it's raining out and it's gray and it's cloudy. Just seems to work. But this one, it has this sweet citrus up top, citrusy, aromatic, that same woody, earthy feel of Terre d'Hermès and a couple other fragrances that I've talked about on the channel. But this is my favorite. This is a bit darker, a bit rootier of a vetiver, a bit more earthy and dirty. I would say the citrus is different in this. The citrus pops a bit more for me. Bergamot, grapefruit, and lemon are utilized in this. I just love this stuff. It is classy, can be worn pretty much in any situation, in my opinion. For the modern gentleman, I'll never get sick of this DNA. Great for the office, great for going out, casual. This will kind of work in every situation. This is signature scent worthy, in my opinion. The intense vetiver aspect of it is more intense up front on first spray for the first hour, and then it sort of rounds out and blends much better later in the dry down, and is more reminiscent of the OG Terre d'Hermès. I have not tried the new Terre d'Hermès. I'm looking to give that one a shot as well. But as of right now, this one's my favorite in the line. I get great longevity from it, 8+ hours. This lasts all day. Really good in the heat, really good in the muggy weather. I think this shines. So humid, perfect scent. Terre d'Hermès Eau Intense Vetiver. So these last two fragrances that I wore on Friday and Saturday are both blue fragrances and two of my favorite blue fragrances. So on Friday, I went with one that I truly love and one of my favorite scents. Love the presentation. Scent I'm talking about, Missoni Homme Parfum. And magnetic cap, which you guys know I love. And scent, great atomizer. Scent is just beautiful. You got grapefruit in this, lavender, lemon. It's that citrus aromatic definition of a blue scent. Again, it gets compared to Bleu de Chanel, but this minus the incense note, I actually prefer this, believe it or not. I don't know why. I get better projection from it. And I don't know. It's not a carbon copy of Bleu de Chanel. This has a little bit more personality to it, in my opinion. And great performance, lasts all day on me. I spray pretty heavy with this. I'm not shy when it comes to wearing this one. I'll spray my clothes. Planning on a hot day, you got ginger, you have apple, jasmine, dries down, gets woody. There's sandalwood, oak, birch, musk, patchouli. This scent, if you guys have not tried it, give it a shot. It's, in my opinion, for the price, you can't really beat it for a blue scent. Super slept on, not talked about enough. Missoni Wave gets a lot of hype as of late. I wasn't crazy about Missoni Wave. We can talk about that another time, but this one, to me, is the better of the two. Missoni Homme Parfum. Finally, on Saturday, I went with another blue fragrance, as I said, and this is, again, one of my favorites, not just because it has a magnetic top, but because it's damn good. Scent I am talking about is Dunhill Century Blue. Now, I hated the original Dunhill. There's just something in that scent that turns me off. I think it's the, it reminds me of almost like a grape accord. This opening is one of the most beautiful openings, in my opinion, on any of the scents that I own in my collection. It has mandarin orange, bergamot with some pepper, so it's a bit spicy, along at the same time while being sort of that sweet citrus up top, which you tend to get in some of these blue fragrances. But I think what makes this unique is there's iris in this, along with that ginger, which gives it sort of this different element. And there's styrax in this, which is adding sort of a dryness to it. This gets compared to Salvatore Ferragamo's Bleu, I believe. They're similar. That is way more powdery on my skin than this is. This is more dry. So I think sometimes that can be confused as the powderiness. I don't get very this isn't very powdery to me. I get more dry. And I think it's coming from that styrax. There's also ambroxan, sea salt, oak moss, patchouli. Absolute sleeper. Again, another blue fragrance that you don't hear talked about enough. I'm pretty sure you can get these for a really great price. I will link it down below, but I did buy this at a Burlington. I haven't seen them. There was just one there. Normally, it's not one that you see at Burlington. I grabbed it and I think I paid for it like under 15 bucks for it. It was marked down. I got lucky. This thing is fantastic. Absolutely love this one. Longevity, probably about 5 to 6 hours. Longevity isn't great. That opening is the best part. Not that the dry down's terrible. It's really good. It's just more typical of a blue fragrance, but the opening is incredible. Definitely give this one a try, guys, if you have not yet. Dunhill Century Blue. That's all I have today, guys. I just want to thank everyone who has supported me since day one. We have officially hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, and I'm so humbled by it. My expectations with this channel were to talk to you guys about fragrance, something I'm truly passionate about, just share my experiences when it comes to fragrance. So to see the positive feedback that I've gotten from you guys and the support from really strangers has been so humbling, and I'm so appreciative of it. I truly am, and I can't thank you guys enough. This week, I do plan on doing a video going over what I'm going to do for us hitting 1,000 subs. So there's going to be a giveaway. There's a couple other things I have planned that I'm super excited about. But I wanted to thank you guys quickly and say that you guys are great. And I truly appreciate it. Thank you. If you guys like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video.